Hello, what is up everyone, RL57 here, back with yet another KartRider Rush Plus video. And today, look what we have here. Today we have the Royal Carriage, which it's said to have a bunch of horsepower, which today we're gonna check out this kart and try to compare it to like whether it's better or not than Glaze Season 12 edition, or is it not. See how it goes in ranked mode gameplay, and basically we're gonna check how good it is, how it looks, how it feels, and whether you should buy it or not. So that is that's my intro. Let's go ahead and take a look at the kart itself. So the whole Royal Carriage thing essentially costed me around 300 in total, 300 star jewels or star gems, how you want to call it. So what I suggest you to do is you could basically get the 3000 battery, 215 star jewels with an additional of 85. I suggest you that. So in total you would have to pay around 3,400 plus, I guess, around 3,500 batteries in total. But overall I do quite suggest you to get with the 3,000 batteries, or else you could use the 1,500 batteries if you want, or you could try other methods if you can. Then you could essentially get this kart, but definitely 300 star jewels or maybe less. If you're lucky, you may get less. If not, well, you just have to spend more or spend less, I guess. But that is how you could get the Royal Carriage. By the way, this is from the Starlight Treasure Hunt event, if you're wondering. So here we have Royal Carriage in the, basically the storage room. And as you can see, yes, it is a running horse with a carriage, which honestly looks pretty great. As you can see, it's mostly gold and a touch of blue. It is actually available in various colors, which is black and red, as well as white and pink. And there's also like some purple, dark blue, and also some green colors, I guess. So this kart, basically it's a carriage. And do not mistake this Royal Carriage between the Royal Carriage and Royal Chariot. Royal Chariot is something else. It is the Pharaoh, so don't mistake that. So we take a look at the stats. So first of all, randomly changes a shield to a Royal Shield or Guardian Shield. So what Royal Shield does, it basically blocks attack items. It's similarly to Seth's the Golden Shield. So it's just like it has a shield for a short amount of time. So it's pretty neat. And then you have the Guardian Shield, which is basically it acts like a normal shield where it blocks only one attack, but at the same time you get the item from your team members. I mean the opposite team, or maybe your opposite rivals, or maybe like anyone else you're fighting against. You get whatever item they got. And then next up we have Royal Defense, which is similar to Go-Go Gorilla's defense, where it blocks almost everything, and as well as Buzzwheeler. So it blocks Mine, Booby Trap, normal, and other variants of bananas, and also cloud block. It does block clouds, so it's quite good. And then high chance to get a super shield when successful of Royal Defense. And then lastly, obtain an item upon blocking a normal or golden, or maybe EMP missile, a normal or ice fly, or maybe even Buddy Bee with a super shield. So pretty interesting stats right there. well, it's certainly a different type of kart. And yeah, let's take a look at how it does in ranked mode. Okay, so let's start talking about the carriage. So basically, well, the design of the carriage is like, well, we've seen it previously like a couple of times with the inclusion of the grinder chariot, as well as the reindeer flyer. You might remember that from season 9 and season 10. But yeah, after quite a long time till season 16 arrived, we already have the what do you call this, royal carriage with obviously with the horse in front instead of a reindeer and the grinder, whatever you call it. Yeah, so well, basically this kart has quite good stats, not gonna lie, nothing too crazy. I would just say that the only crazy thing is basically the two shields, which is well, more to the defense side, where you use the Seth type of shield, the defense shield or guardian shield. And yeah, with the other shield, well, the other shield just acts like a normal shield, but then you get the item that you've got attacked from. So it's kind of like a bit like Rosie Mobster, I would say. It's more of the stealing item type of shield, I would say. But yeah, it is quite good, not gonna lie. I mean, like, sure enough, whenever you're like first or second, it would be great because you actually get the shields. Like in some of my attempts, I got well, the red shield and the teal shield at the same time, which concludes me that both shields are quite useful to me. Just one with a longer duration, another one, well, you steal the opponent's item, of course, obviously. But another thing you get is basically the super shield, where, well, it just acts like a normal Moon Justice, where you get that red shield, where you get the boost as well as the ability to immune yourself. But yeah, I would say this kart is more to a immunity type of kart, I would say. I mean, it's more to the immune side compared to Glaze Season 12 Edition, Glaze as well as Seth. I would say this is better than Seth, but it's just on par with Glaze Season 12. I mean, like, Glaze Season 12, they have 3 types of shields, which are the red, yellow, and blue crystal, if I'm not mistaken. Whereas this one have 2 variants of shields, which are the teal colored shield and the red one, where it does different things for you. Whereas the Glaze Season 12, I mean, like, you could use it for whatever item it is, but sometimes it may not work, sometimes it does. And that's basically the only difference, but it's a better kart than Seth, I would say. Seth is already over the meta. I mean, it does not even compare to the meta these days already. Not many people even use it anymore now because, well, basically, you know, Seth is quite an old kart already by now. It's a Season 4 Golden Gear kart. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Season 4 Golden Gear kart, or was it Season 5? I don't remember. But yeah, if you compare it to that, I would say it's already like not up to date anymore and it's off the meta. But for this one, you might be able to use it until the meta like reaches Season 19, I would say. I mean, there may be replacements of this kart soon, but not right now because well, this has already killed Seth, but Glaze Season 12 is still alive and out there, and people are still using this against Glaze Season 12. But I would say Glaze Season 12 can still die at one moment, where this one can still be alive until, I would say, maybe until Season 21 or maybe Season 22, I don't know. somewhere in the future, maybe like in 2023, I would say so. I don't know. But yeah, the meta can change anytime. It depends on whether Nexon does a new Kart or not, whether it's defensive or not, or maybe even Tencent could do their own Kart. Yeah, it may be better than Glaze Season 12 or maybe better than this. But not gonna lie, I like the design of this Kart. It just looks so amazing. I like the fact that, you know, the horse itself has its own reaction in game sometimes. I know it does not have the actual physics of a normal Kart, where when you get hit by a, what do you call that, missile, you wouldn't like spin around. Normally you would spin around, just that this one, it would just like do a simple animation, because obviously you're not spinning around a carriage with a horse in front. That's breaking the physics already. But yeah, this I would say it's not really game breaking. I mean, like, sure enough, Scary Bear was game breaking, as well as the tank Panzer. You might remember that. Yes, Panzer was also game breaking at the time it released. I mean, like, sure enough, it is more of an offensive Kart, not gonna lie. You might remember my review of that a few months ago. You can go check it out on my channel. I would say Panzer is more to the attack-ish side. I would say that because, well, that car, I would say it's great overall, but if you want to match it with this, no. Don't mess with a Panzer using this. I mean, like, literally, it can just nut you whenever you want, whenever they want. But I would say this is more up to date to Glaze Season 12, which is good nonetheless. I mean, like, if you don't have Glaze Season 12, you could get this. Or if you have Glaze Season 12, I wouldn't highly recommend you getting this. I mean, I guess you could, but it may be a waste sometimes. But overall, it's a obviously an interesting Kart. Not gonna lie, you can use it whenever you want, and it's still a fun Kart, not gonna lie, that you can you know, face against any Kart. As long as it's not too offensive or maybe too OP, well, it would be fine for you. And yeah, there you go. That was my talk about the Royal Carriage. Overall, it seems pretty good. I mean, like, nonetheless, the feeling of the Kart is great. Well, it basically blocks everything except for mines and barricades, which quite bother me. But then it does not bother that much. I mean, like, it's just some barricades. It doesn't really mind. But overall, it's quite good in blocking some items, especially when it comes to their you know, their what do you call that, the Guardian Shield, which is quite hefty and quite usable, and well, it quite helps a lot basically. But yeah, let me know what you think about the Kart itself. If you do want to buy it, 300 star jewels, equivalent to 4,000 plus batteries. If you want it, go ahead and buy it. It still takes quite a long time till it ends, so yeah, get it before it ends. So well, you can play it in item. It doesn't matter whether you're playing item solo or item ranked, it's still a fun Kart and quite defensive to use. And yes, that is the end of today's video. Once again, I'd like to say thank you guys for watching. See you on my other videos. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you soon. Bye bye.